Hey, what's up, Brainiacs? First video ever. Wanted to quickly talk about a side project that I've been working on, synesthesia. If you're hearing the term for the first time, then at a high level, what synesthesia is it's the fusion of two perceptions. So a good example would be chromesthesia, where if you hear a note, you see a particular color. So let's say that you hear a G sharp, you might all of a sudden start seeing the color green. If you hear a C natural, all of a sudden you might start seeing the color blue. And if you're a music player and you've noticed this phenomenon, then you may very well be a synesthete. So in this particular video, I don't want to discuss the details of synesthesia. I talk about them extensively in the article I've written and I've put in the description below. But I do want to talk about my motivation for this project and my goals for this project. So starting with my motivation, I first stumbled upon synesthesia after reading a bit about the biography of Richard Feynman. And for him, he actually saw particular characters in color, and I was fascinated by that. So when I delved into the literature, I realized that synesthesia is an actual phenomenon. And what's so remarkable about synesthesia is that it doesn't change the actual perception of whatever it is you might be observing. It enhances. It's not necessarily an enhancement, but I almost consider it an enhancement because you're adding something more to what you're perceiving. So you see a word and then all of a sudden the word's in color. You hear the note and all of a sudden the note's in color. It's extraordinary. And after hearing about this, I decided that I very much would like to build something where it induces synesthesia in people who don't have it. A lot of the time, synesthesia either is acquired by brain injury or is simply existed since childhood. Again, I talk about this in detail in my article, but the overall idea is that for someone who doesn't have synesthesia, it doesn't seem likely that they would ever develop it on their own at any time. So with that in mind, I found in the literature that it is actually possible to induce synesthesia. So that's when my goals actually sort of shifted a bit. And then I started writing the article as a way to build up to the possibility that you yourself can become a synesthete if you undergo training. And in conjunction with the article, I built a Chrome extension that colors web pages. So then all of a sudden words will start being matched uniquely to specific colors. And the hope is that after sufficient training, after seeing that word in that same color for long periods of time, you will make an automatic association and eventually start seeing that word in color. Now, I detail the methodology in my article. And one last thing that I would like to say about the project is that this phenomenon of synesthesia gives people the opportunity to turn what might almost be mundane to some into something beautifully remarkable. If you had trouble reading because it was perhaps dull, seeing it in color might enhance the actual text. So that to me, even if it's marginally possible, is worth exploring and worth trying to make available to people so that they can try it for themselves. I hope you like that idea. I hope you like the article, the extension in this video. I appreciate all of you who have seen any of the three, and I will see you, Brainiacs, in the next project. See you guys.